Please sign my notebook! He already did! Thank you so much! This will be an heirloom, a family treasure passed down for generations to come!
God damn it, Funimation. This is an interesting topic for a show, and that is because this series, My Hero Academia, is running with a plot that is not entirely original. It's fairly predictable, and I have constantly been able to figure out where it plans on going before it actually tells us, at least for the short term. But, and this is a big but, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Okay, so, the story of the show. So, a bunch of years back, humanity was introduced to a mutation, and now about 80% of the population has some variation of superpower, or quirk as the show calls them. These quirks can range from simple levitation to body manipulation to making things explode with fiery death. Our hero, Izuku, is not actually a hero. At least not yet. He unfortunately falls into the 20% of the population without a quirk, and gets almost racially stereotyped by his classmates as a sort of useless sack of meat compared to the quote-unquote real people with superpowers. But he has a dream, a drive, the motivation to become a hero despite his DNA, so that one day he can be known the world over as one of the greatest heroes, like his idol, All Might. So, who wants to take a gamble on predicting where this show's going, right? Betting starts at $0 because I'm not having anybody waste any time on this, well, quite obvious plot point. Even a normal person can be a hero that can save lives. You don't need powers to do it. Though powers do help, obviously. So given that, with the story being reused and the premise tried and true, because everybody wants to be a hero, what makes this show interesting? Well, as with every good superhero story, it's the characters. If Marvel has taught us anything, it's that as long as you write good and interesting superhero characters, the enjoyment of watching them will come. Plot be damned. We enjoy watching Izuku falling on his face because he has the tenacity to never give up, never surrender, which is more hero-like than the majority of his initial classmates. Like, I haven't seen the rest of the superhero supporting cast yet, considering that I only do these videos based on the first 3 episodes, but from the little we see of them, it's enough for me to get interested about them. And I want to know what they're like. This show so far has a lot of heart to it, a lot of it, and it has the potential to be much deeper and more complex than just another superhero story. Whether or not it lives up to that potential is anyone's guess, so allow me to make one. It will. Remembering that I'm nowhere near close to being an optimist, based on what I have seen so far, I think this show will go far. I think that it will soar through the air like a majestic bird, powerful and free. But I'm also quite the pessimist, so I acknowledge the possibility that it'll be struck by lightning mid-flight and then just crash and burn into a pile of burnt wings and ash. The dub will be good, at the very least, because My Hero Academia is one of those series that Funimation has picked up for their broadcast dub lineup this season. You know, if you didn't figure that out long before they announced it by the sheer amount of publicity that they were giving to the show prior to the first episode's release. And thus far, I have no major qualms. Obvious reference to Chris Sabat's role in Fullmetal Alchemist aside, because that was just a bit too on the nose. Though I'm actually quite impressed with the rest of the cast so far, especially Justin Briner's portrayal of Izuku, as it sounds like a cross between Jacuzzi Splott and Morty Smith, which works really well for the character. It'll also be good to hear Lucy Christian again, as it's been a while for me since I last heard her, and she'll be coming up in an upcoming dub episode. Probably Wednesday. I'm not sure when this video is going up. And you know, considering all the constraints that I'm sure are put on these broadcast dubs, I'm still being constantly surprised by the quality that they're, you know, pumping out, and I'm looking forward to watching the rest of the broadcast dubs this season. Assuming, you know, I don't overwork myself anyway. So, the moment of truth. Should you watch My Hero Academia? Honestly, you should already be watching it. With luck, this video will come out with enough time to grab the last few fragments of people that have still been holding off watching it so far for whatever reason, and it's a show that is greatly worth your time. Like, it might be a little bit predictable, as I assume a villain will eventually be introduced, and our ragtag band of heroes will have to get together to save the world. But that's not what you're watching it for. You know that the hero is going to save the world, and that seems to be what is happening here. Because we definitely haven't seen any signs of this show becoming a deconstruction out of nowhere, so that's something. So what did you guys think? Let me know down in the whatchamajigs. And for those of you that are further along in the show than I am, or have read the manga, no spoilers, please. If this video has piqued your interest, then at present My Hero Academia is available in North America on Funimation's website in both sub and dub, with the broadcast dub airing every Wednesday as part of Funimation's Double Talk block, which you should also watch. Like, I might be hanging out in the Twitch chat for the Double Talk block from time to time. So come and say hello. And thank you for joining me on this first reaction. If you like this sort of thing, hit that like button to let me know. And if you have a suggestion for what you think I should be talking about next, let me know down in the comments, though chances are I'm going to be doing it anyway. And until next time, ladies, gentlemen, and others, stay frosty.